So, going in again now, this time with LunatiC on defense first, as it should be, indeed, and going back into our banning phase. We had a Lion Thatcher ban in the beginning for our two attacking operators. I don't think they need to ban the same operators again, but I mean, they are able to pick what they want, but there's no reason for them to switch it up right now. So I'm guessing we're going to see Thatcher right now and the Lion as our second ban. So there's probably not going to be a Hibana ban, which is important for Oregon, because with that you're still able to attack the hatches to the basement. You're still able to do most of the stuff you actually want to do on Oregon, because for that you actually need the Hibana. That's still there, that's one heart breacher at least, but one anti-utility gone. So your best shot at this point, Twitch. That's not even a good shot. Blitz being our second operator out of the game. And with that, now it's only two more operators. Twitch being the best shot on anti-utility, meaning she can immediately attack the utility while she sees them. I mean, IQ can theoretically from down below or up above, but Twitch is a little bit better in being anti-utility than IQ at this point. It's hard. It's actually hard to do, because right now you can't really get to the most important bits on the Twitch drone without having to fear that being destroyed, and you only have two Twitch drones. Lose one in the warm-up and you only have one. So losing the Thatcher for a thermite on attack will be a hard thing to do. Losing Mira is fairly standard, won't hit you too hard. Vigil, our last ban for the defenders. I don't think that Vigil should hit too hard, seeing that Oregon isn't really the biggest roaming map, and losing the Vigil to roam, I don't know, shouldn't hit you at all as enemies or LunatiC. And like that, we should start this with the Watchtower defense from LunatiC, going out with a Castle, Smoke, Maestro, Jäger and Valkyrie to the Castle Watchtower rear stage. Twitch, Ash, Lion, Dokebi and Hibana in the attack. The Castle from Xopak switched out with the Bandit. And like that, they've got the anti-utility for the attacking team set up. They just need to try and hold through. Thermite coming out for Skies. Don't know how much he's going to do with this, seeing that he's probably going to try and attack from the attic. I think that's probably what he's going to try and do. But I mean, this wall will be completely shut off. I think it should be fairly obvious that there's no way they're going to get through this wall if they can't get the Twitch through here. But how are you going to get the Twitch through? Because all you can do is really hope that you can throw her through this window or open up this wall right here, which is already getting set up by Roy right there. There's still one hole, but try and get a Twitch drone through this. Maybe there's even Xopak still waiting on that Twitch drone to come up to take her out. It's a long way to get up there. So there's probably not much Sky can actually do as the Thermite to try and take out the enemy bandit batteries. Nomino still on the smoke, just trying to hold up the enemy team. Roy is the Maestro. Trying to see if he can maybe find any one of their enemy players, which shouldn't be too easy to do. Arky just outside is the Lion, hoping he can see anyone. It's not the case for now. Basher together with Skies on his way in. Skies already setting up his drone. Drone just seeing if he can maybe find anyone. And there's two players behind that wall. And try and get through those two players. Xerpak just waiting for anyone to come around kitchen and dining area. There's actually a Ibana coming out. 2K, AB Logic, Bomb and E1D coming out. I think it's Tuhawk who's going around the corner, not the Ibana on GT. But somehow he will stay alive in there. Who's that? Xerpak. Xerpak just barely staying alive, not being seen at all. His call is already declined. Flasher coming from behind, at least taking him out. Bringing this on a 4v5. I don't know how Xerpak survived there for so long. But he was so lucky for Toon not to see him immediately. Toon just walking by him, and like that Xerpak can stay alive for a little bit longer. Rubber right now waiting on a Twitch drone to come in. Guy still waiting on a possibility for him to get his thermite exothermic charge anywhere. Dynamic just still waiting for his enemy players. So right now it's Rubber, the only player on the front lines. And he has to be patient. He needs to try and see if he can maybe find anyone, right? With a probably beautiful headshot against Tunok. We'll try and scope, maybe try and scope out the next player. Because there's still Skies who's trying to find him right there where he killed his own teammate. GT now up on the roof, hoping he can maybe get his way around Rubber. Rubber who's still staying alive. Last E1D coming out. Question is, will anyone be seen by there? Roy still outside. Just waiting as Maestro. Of course the camera's already hacked, but he can still hope that he can find one or two players at least. Maybe deal some damage. Parky droning in as the Lion. It's their only hope to try and get some kills. Sky's coming in from behind. He won't do too much on his exothermic charges. Dynamic getting one kill, getting the second one against Flasher. Robert taking some damage up here in the attic. And there's one player already on site. That player will be seen. Nomino coming from behind. Roy with his evil eye will find the second one. Nomino on 2 kills brings this to the 1-0 for LunatiC, who just lose one player in the beginning and then have the beautiful camera placement up on the window. And then Nomino on the side just trying to get those kills. So just like that, LunatiC actually able to get their first round done. With Xerpak dying in the beginning, but for some reason surviving for so long that he was still trying to at least make an impact. They saw 3 players on their positions, so they knew where they were going to attack from. Rubber holding the position strong enough, and of course the Thatcher ban, giving them enough room so that no one can actually try and attack from the attic, because no one was actually able to get a Twitch drone in through Rubber and get those bandit batteries, or batteries in general. And like that, with just 2 ways of attacking the watchtower, yeah, you're not going to win this. What they maybe could have done is go up from above, try and somehow attack the watchtower from 3 or 4 angles. Maybe take 3, not 4, just have 1 player going in from on his own. But the way they did it, just from 2 angles, it's just 1 player taking out 2 players in the meeting hall, and then 2 players dying while trying to plant the diffuser with that beautiful evil eye that could see everything. Roy now playing the Legion, will not take the evil eye on Maestro with him, but the Goo Mines on the Legion. Dynamic is still playing as the Valkyrie and Flasher with his Twitch drone. Twitch drone barely staying alive, will be taken out right now. Dynamic still taking some damage, but is that really worth it? You've got 1 player for anti-utility, and that's Flasher, and he's got 2 drones to try and take out the enemy utility. One of those drones already died, or was destroyed by Dynamic in this first attempt. Dynamic, of course, at least taking 30 HP of damage, but I'm going to say that's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. Because like that, you can't get through the enemy utilities. You only have 1 drone left on Flasher. Flasher trying to get his drone around. As soon as his drone spotted, that will be taken out. But somehow he even gets around. There's no one on the batteries. And that's a huge mistake. Xerpak being spotted right there. But Sky should already be setting up. And That's a huge mistake on LunatiC's side. Flasher now with his last drone trying to at least let Xerpak stay in one place. He will actually take up the drone, but will be spotted. Now his enemy team attacking from multiple sides. And there should at least be someone on the batteries. Nemino now getting the first kill against Flasher. Xerpak still careful, trying to see if he can maybe find anyone else. Nemino also coming from around, from behind. There's Skies still waiting to go in at some point. Right, getting the kill against Tunok. Xerpak somehow getting Skies. All those Skies had the drop on him. And now it's all down to GT and Farky, the last two players alive. They somehow got through there. Got a hole in the wall. But no one was charging in, and like that, they are losing this fight. They are going in on their own, not going in with multiple players, while they are actually having the wall completely blown open. And yeah, you're going to lose the fight like this if you're going to have two players still downstairs while you're ready to attack. And if you're not attacking with every one of your players, you're not going to get through, because like that, Nomino is getting 2 kills, Xerpak is getting 1 kill, while Nomino and Xerpak are attacking with 2 players onto Skies. And in a 2v1, yes, Skies is not going to win this. GT still downstairs completely. Farky taking some damage upstairs, is now on 25 HP. Is trying to find anyone through the wall. Rubber getting GT done. Farky taking even more damage, and in a 1v4 that should be it. Rubber coming from behind, taking out Farky for the 2-0. And LunatiC, with just 2 players dying in 2 rounds, is looking greater than ever. Like I said, I'm fairly certain that for LunatiC it was a mistake to have no one set on those batteries. Because like that, the Twitch drone is just going to charge it. They knew there was a Twitch drone coming. They A, had Flasher revealed, obviously, and B, saw the drones. They took out one drone, the second one still coming through, and if no one's sitting on the batteries, that drone is just going to come in, take out the batteries, and like that, Skies is just able to plant his exothermic charge. But then enemies did the mistake. Like I said, not charging in, being too careful, you're going to give away your whole round, because that gives LunatiC then the ability to charge you, because they know there's 2 or 3 players coming from the balcony, or well, Master's bedroom. So there's just 2 players charging in, finding those players, or finding 2 players in a 1v1, winning those 1v1s, and then Nomino and Xerpak trying the 2v1 against Skies with a complete success. Yeah, it's just a given away round. So LunatiC now actually getting the 2-0, going into the basement, laundry supply, and trying to hold off there. Roy just blowing open that wall. It's got Rubber with him, and Dynamic just trying to set up his evil eyes, which obviously worked beautifully before. He's got one set up right here, and I'm going to be interested if that is going to do the trick, because well, if enemies is going to try and charge in with smokes, they are covered. They've got that evil eye to at least tell them where the enemies are coming from. And Dynamic obviously can deal some damage through the smoke. Smoke is just a cover from sight, not anything else. Flasher again on the Twitch. They've got Hibana and Thermite, so they should be covered to try and charge in. Even if they lose Hibana on Farky, they're still able to use Sky to blow in. Farky right now just trying to drone out, trying to see Rubber upstairs while he's just waiting on him to push. Flasher charging in a little bit faster. It's right behind Farky's drone, but won't be able to find anyone. Rubber still staying alive in the attic. Flasher going downstairs. We're hearing in the background Dynamic shooting off his evil eye. E1D coming through. So every one of the defenders needs to stay careful. Tunok, Flasher, GT. All 3 downstairs. All 3 trying to see if they can maybe find any one of the enemy players. Farky right there with him, but will actually die to Nomino. So now it's Flasher's turn to at least revenge him, but he won't be able to do that. Avenge him, not revenge him. He won't be able to do that because Nomino is already downstairs. Flasher trying to maybe at least find anyone in meeting hall, but even that will be without success. Sopak getting the kill against Toonhawk. GT on the line trying to charge in. Sky's right there with him. They know that there's at least one player, and that is Sopak right here in the meeting hall. What they don't know is that Rubber is still staying upstairs. Sopak seeing where one player is, finds the headshot against Flasher, will throw C4. That C4 will find no one. GT and Sky's both in the same place, both in the kitchen. Nomino taking some more damage, probably trying to go in from the side. Dynamic finding the kill against GT. Rubber still waiting upstairs while Skies is actually just slowly backing off. He's at least got the diffuser, but now the first yokai is going to come in. Will stun him completely, and while Skies is dazed, we actually see on LunatiC's side some repositioning to try and stay more aggressive. Sky's now in a 1v5, he won't be able to do that. Rubber coming in from the front, coming from the side, finding the headshot and bringing the 3-0. LunatiC staying in front and doing that pretty well. So enemies now starting to sweat, because all they can do is get the 2-3, which means for the first half they will give the lead to LunatiC completely. LunatiC will definitely have the lead as we are charging into the second half, and they will stay with that lead. Enemies somehow needs to try and get around that. Someone needs to try to at least get the 2-3. A 5-0 or 4-1 might be fatal for them. Of course, it's still possible, but it's a hard and long way. Castle now going out for LunatiC. Kitchen, dining hall going out. Echo, we've seen Nomino. We've seen someone. I don't know if it was Nomino, but we've seen someone on the Echo at least the last time. And that worked not at all, seeing that he didn't even have the chance to do anything. He's dazed one player, Skies, and that is basically it. He wasn't able to do anything else, which is a pity, because obviously on bomb scenarios an Echo is going to help you out a lot. So now for the attacking team, Hibana, Zephyr, Lion, Dirk, AB and Thermite. 5 operators, 3 breaches with, well, at least 1 disruptor on Zephyr. So I'm going to say 2.5 breaches and 2.5 disruptor with Dirk, AB, Lion and Zephyr, and Hibana, Thermite and Zephyr. It's 2 hard breaches and, well, half a soft breach, which is an interesting thing to do, but of course you don't really need anything else on the kitchen dining hall defense. Sopak still setting up, Faki trying to go in from the side, while GT is also already starting in. Sopak going in upstairs, and Rubber just waiting on anyone to push him right here in the showers. Sky's now charging through with his thermite charges. Actually, no bandit batteries, so they don't even need the anti-utility. But still, Sopak finding the first kill against Faki. Bring this all down to a 3v5. Finding the next one will at least be taken out by Toonhawk. Will bring this all down to a 3v4. Still, Toonhawk now on a 25 HP. Flasher and Skies still downstairs. Rubber still waiting for them to push him. And Toon probably able to get in from behind. The only player who was able to stay alive upstairs, which is for Sopak impressive. Because he was playing this in a 1v3 and he was able to at least take out 2 players and 3/4 of the health of the third one. Rubber now with an impressive headshot against Faki, and now it's ordered to Sky and Toonhawk. Sky still downstairs. Now, actually upstairs now with Toonhawk. Toonhawk is again just trying to drone out. So the first hedge going to fall down. Dynamic completely downstairs, trying to see through the hedge, trying to get back to just stay alive for a little bit longer. Nomino right behind him, trying to see if he can maybe find anyone charging through. He's got an open floor, And Tunak coming in from behind, but Sky's already too low to survive anything, and now it's all down to Tunak. Tunak now in a 1v3, and he still has one grenade left. But is that enough to win this round? To win a 1v3 on, well, let it be 30 HP. It's still pretty low. Got his claimer already set up. Maybe there's hope in getting a kill with that. Yes, opening walls right behind him. Rubber, of course, already changing positions. Toonhawk taking some damage. He's lucky he's even still alive on those 2 HP. And Nomino coming around the corner, finding the last kill. Brings this to the 4-0 for LunatiC. And like I said, I think if this is going to a 4-1 or 5-0, this should be the game for LunatiC. Because I don't know if there's any getting back from that. I mean, of course there's getting back from that, but it's hard to do that if you're enemies. Because LunatiC has just such a good lead in front of you. Legion, Jäger, Dorms for the defense. Smoke, a Bandit coming out as well, and Dynamic. I don't know, maybe even going with the... Wouldn't have said Tachanka, would have said Maestra, but okay. Go with Tachanka if you want to. Dynamic going with the big Russian man, with our big old tuna... Tuna can. And I don't know if he's going to switch off in the last second. I think he might be committed to this. No, he isn't. Jackal, Thermite, Doka, AB, Twitch, and Lion coming out for the attackers. And a pretty disappointing Capgun for the 6th pick on Dynamic. I mean, it's always like that, but I'm still hoping that at some point someone is going to try and win a game as Tachanka. Serpek setting up as the Bandit. Still Toonhawk on the Twitch, and I'm interested to see if Serpek is doing the same mistake, or LunatiC in general is doing the same mistake they did the last time, with leaving those batteries out in the open, not trying to defend that, because they had no player even anywhere around this. They had Nomino right here in the kids' dorms, and that's it. They had Serpek right here, and I think Rubber was it in the attic. That's basically all they had. Probably was Roy in the attic, seeing that Roy was playing Legion before. That's basically a Legion position. And again, no one trying to defend those batteries at all. Thing is, will enemies learn out of their mistake? Will they actually be able to get those batteries gone? And will they be able to charge in immediately? Sky's now behind Farky, Toonhawk finding the first kill against Roy, bringing this immediately to a 4v5. But remember, we had those 4v5 situations for LunatiC in the first 2 rounds, and they still won this with 2 people alive. Now Toonhawk finding the 2nd kill against Dynamic, but being down to 15 HP. Farky also losing health, will be taken out by Serpek. Serpek is also trying to get some damage done on Flasher. Flasher is falling to the ground. Serpek pretty successful with that, getting a C4, getting the next kill, and bringing this all to a 3v3. Not even taking any damage! Serpek! I don't know if anyone's going to do this. It's probably Serpek. And he's showing us why. Serpek is pretty successful with those 1v3, 1vx situations. There's a player right outside his window. And that is GT on the line. He knows Serpek's in the armory. E1D number 1 coming out. Still droning in, but not charging in yet. Serpek just waiting on him to make the necessary mistake. Actually, that's not even the Lion. That was Sky, was it? Sky. I think it was on the Thermite. Sky now opening up the window. Coming in, and that should definitely be heard. Nomino taking huge amounts of damage. It's now down to 25 HP. Bean Rubber on the side. Question is, where's Serpek? Serpek right there in the dorms. Waiting for the last enemy players to charge in. GT, probably the person dealing the most damage to Nomino. Another E1D coming in. Toonhawk trying to come in from the side. Will actually run through one goo mine. Find Rubber, take him out. Nomino still alive with 25 HP to spare. Xopek finding the kill against Toonhawk, and now this is all down to a 2v2. Xopek bringing 3 kills in for LunatiC. Nomino barely staying alive till now, but they are going to be attacked from multiple sides. GT and Skies going to attack. Nomino falling. GT at least down to 50 HP. So is Skies, and now it's all down to LunatiC. LunatiC in a 1v2 being attacked from 2 sides. The line on the side will be taken out. Now it's all down to Skies in a 1v1 against Xopek, who has gotten 4 kills and not taken any damage. We'll be finding Skies not take any damage in the round. Flawlessly done by Xopek. 5 kills and ace and not even taking 1 bullet to his little toe. Xopek just staying alive like a legend. 10 kills on Xopek, 2 deaths, and like I said, no damage in that round. I don't know how he was able to manage it, because he was definitely being shot at, but he didn't take any damage till the end. Maybe Skies was able to do some damage. I haven't seen that. Like, his health bar was the information of his health bar was taken away quite early on. But I'm pretty sure he didn't take any damage, which is impressive for what is basically a 1v5. Great job there by Xopek, who's now playing as the Zephyr. Hibana, Jekyll, Sledge and Ash going in for the attack as well. Laundry supplies will be what we are going to attack. Glass coming out for Dynamic. Legion, Valkyrie, Jäger, Bandit and Smoke on the defense. And they are going to try and set up so that they will not get hit by A, the Glass, B, the Zephyr. Because I think right now, Xopek is the player they need to be careful with the most. Just being able to shut down a whole team is an impressive skill. Of course, Nomino also on 6 kills. And the whole team of LunatiC working together good enough to be able to bring the first half into a flawless 5-0. Meaning for enemies right now, they need to win this next half with a 5-5, a flawless second half for enemies to at least be able to go into an overtime.
10 seconds remaining.
Which won't even give them the win. Might not even give them the win.
5 seconds remaining.
But they are trying to have faith. Nomino waiting to be able to charge in, and like that this round will commence directly. Dynamic coming in from the side. Toonhawk hoping he can maybe find anyone to the kitchen. Rubber actually pushing towards his position, and it's only Toonhawk who's outside trying to find his enemy players. Otherwise his whole team is on the side. Here's one drone. That drone should find him soon enough. Rubber still outside. Roy charging in. Takes some damage. Is now down to, well, 20 HP. But at least gets the kill against Toonhawk. And even pushes out another player. If I had to guess, that player will be Farky. Yes, Farky. Probably being seen by Rubber with another drone. That drone is coming in again, and he's definitely seen him. Being charged in, Roy finding the next kill, not even taking any damage this time. Roy perfectly done this to a 3v5. Actually, Xopek helping in as the Zephyr charging in from the front. And, well, in a 2v1, he's not going to be able to win this. GG already being caught by Toonhawk, but it's still a 3v5. It's still a possible round for them. Sky's waiting if he can maybe find anyone towards the tower. GT on the cameras, Flasher just setting up his needles. Sky now apparently trying to charge in from behind. He's at least hearing Nomino. He's now charging into the meeting hall. It will be noisy any second now. Roy right there with him. Sky taking huge amounts of damage, at least taking out Roy in the meantime, but he's down to 5 HP. Still, he's staying alive, and that is good enough for him. Xopek now throwing in his first concussion nades. GT trying to see if he can maybe find anyone towards the staircase. So gas canister coming out from him. Flasher being seen from upstairs. Sky still coming in from behind will at least find the drone from Nomino. Nomino's drone, GT. Still there waiting. Waiting for the enemy players. Flasher setting up another needle candy, another goo mine, which probably wanted too much, seeing that LunatiC, all they have to do is get on the side. Flasher now down to 5 HP. That is not looking too good. He's charging forwards. Xerpek definitely saw this, and Robber already planting the diffuser. Concussion nades going in. Actually, impact nades going in. Flasher on the ground, and now it's all down to GT. Nomino coming in from behind, taking out the kill against Skies. GT not able to pick up Flasher, and with the time running against him and Dynamic killing his last teammate, he's at least able to bring this 1v4 into a 1v3, but will be pushed by Rubber, and that last kill will bring this to the 6-0. LunatiC winning their first round, going into the second with a pretty huge lead against their enemy team. A flawless victory with 10 kills on Xerpek, who wasn't actually able to get any more kills against his enemy team. But, I mean, in the end, it's good enough for a win, so it's good enough for LunatiC. 6-0 on Oregon against enemies with a pretty strong looking LunatiC that is going to try and win this whole Go4 Rainbow Six Siege today.